He's got 2 sons on the team. We're ready for the first of 2 games here in our nightcap in the West region. And it'll be the Wildcats of Northwestern first.
I thought it was interesting that Coach Collins brought in the defensive specialist, talking about Chris Lowry right there. A lot of coaches aren't secure enough to do that type of thing. Give Collins some credit.
Underneath, Barron couldn't connect twice. Marcus Shaver at the points for the Broncos. Here's the opening 3 of the ball game. A little too strong. Snatching the rebound is Chase Audige. Here's Boo Buie. He's basically the catalyst of this Northwestern team. Their leading scorer, their leading assist man. Looking for his first dime right there. And 1. Matthew Nicholson.
And that's a good, strong finish inside. Way to stay with it, big fella. See right here, Bowie makes the pass, and on the initial catch, it's a little unclean, but he keeps on with a good effort, and you see him finish it off with the left hand.
Matthew Nicholson, 7-foot junior out of Clarkston, Michigan. That didn't look like 46% free throw shooter. He's got the opening 3 points.
And Northwestern's bigs don't do a lot of scoring, so anything they can give this team offensively is a bonus. Yeah.
Shaver behind the back from the elbow, a little too short. Kept alive by Gerhardt. Out Max Rice, triple. And the ball will come free to Northwestern. Chris Collins, the Big Ten Coach of the Year after going 12-8 in the Big Ten. I mentioned that's not how they were picked in the preseason. And they end up finishing 2nd. Tough league that beats up on everybody, or beats up on each other, I should say, all year long. Drive and a lay-in by Audige.
Audige with a nice take right there.
Nice start for the Wildcats. Wasn't a happy time for the Wildcats about an hour ago of Arizona. This version out to a 5-0 start. Baseline jumper goes. 3 for Abo. His 65th of the year.
See Boise with a little half-court pressure. Not trying to do anything but take a little bit of time off the clock.
Barron. He answers with a triple of his own. Bobby Barron, the senior out of Richmond.
Double team.
And a steal.
Like that, love Northwestern's defense right there. They saw the quick double team, but it wasn't a lazy double. Active hands, that's the key to it, any effective double team.
So the defense that you talked about and Dana talked about already coming to life. Here's Terry. Barry, rather, with a miss. The first offensive touch for Gerhardt. Under 10 to shoot.
Not a lot going on, and the shot clock's running down.
And quick hands. And a steal by Ty Berry, and now ahead. And neither shot goes.
That might have been a possible goaltend. Thought somebody from Boise kind of grabbed the rim while the ball was still up there.
Fadeaway jumper is short. Kept alive. Rebound by Najee Smith. He kicks it out. Here's Gerhardt for 3. And Boise's going to get another look. And they got a great look. And a flush underneath by Najee Smith.
That was a great find up top.
Nicholson will give it off. Bowie's double team. Audige to drive up and under.
Audige getting his offense going early. 2 good drives to the basket.
Averaging just under 14 a game. He's got 4 here early.
Also the co-Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year.
Jumper, top of the circle, and a foul. Before the break, here was a shot by Abo, a three-pointer, and I thought it was going to be an N1, and it was not. That's not what was called. Gene Steratore is with us. Gino, it's a flop, right?
You know what, Brad? To me, I think it's a closeout play on the defense. Look, even though that contact is not very significant, there is contact with that shooter's lower leg. And you have contact with the shooter like that on a closeout play. To me, contact in that place, that's a foul on the defense, in my opinion. I'm thinking that we would be shooting the and one after the successful three on the other end of the court instead of Northwestern shooting the one for the Class B technical for the flop.
I love that you're agreeing with me on the second time today, and I think you're right too, but that's not the way they called it.
Yeah, I agree. We all three are in agreement. I thought that was a defensive foul as well, and a very dangerous one.
So it was a technical. Bowie hit the free throw, and Northwestern ball with a 3-point lead.
Anytime you get your foot under a shooter when he's landing, that's a dangerous foul. You got to protect your shooters in today's game.
Northwestern misses a 3 on the other end with Audige.
Rice with the rebound. How about Rice? He's played all year with a herniated disc.
Yeah. Got to spend a lot of time on the sideline just stretching things out.
You know how tough you got to be to play with a herniated disc?
You got to be kidding me. There's a steal by Northwestern. Bowie just keeps going until he scores it. Bowie with his first field goal.
That's what you're supposed to do when you're the ball handler. Put pressure on the defense. If they don't stop you, go right to the basket, get to your floater or layup real quick.
See if Boise could get Gerhardt a decent touch offensively. He hasn't really had much of a look at all. Well, that almost went in off the window on a odd shot from three-point land.
I'm going to guess he didn't call it out.
I don't think so.
That's definitely not the bank angle.
And we got a whistle, and a foul's going to be on Jace Whiting. Bowie just keeps moving in, uses the glass. All Big Ten senior, Albany, New York. Where one of our regionals are this weekend. Hopefully y'all are not under snow up there. I don't know. Beautiful here in Sacramento. It's still afternoon, by the way, here in Sacramento.
I'm an East Coast guy, so it feels late to me.
Northwestern short on the 3 from Barnheiser. Got his own miss. Try to reverse layup. He'll get another look. And that time it goes.
But at first you don't succeed.
Wow.
He just wanted that more than everybody else.
The sixth man stayed with it.
A lot of times that's what the NCAA tournament is all about. That's the difference between winning and losing. Just that extra effort. Who wants to rock when it's up there for everybody to go get it?
Whiting threw it away. Northwestern's got numbers. 3-on-1. All by himself for the score. And Northwestern forces a timeout. And Arizona is out. If you missed our game earlier, Princeton Tigers over the number 2 seed Arizona Wildcats. We got another number 2 seed yet to come tonight. The Bruins of UCLA will be in our nightcap. And here Northwestern's Wildcats, a lot of cats. And they're off to a good start. And the Broncos with Abo, 8 early points.
Abo's been carrying this team early on. Only guy in a Boise State uniform that's had any success against this Northwestern defense.
Exactly. Audige, funny looking shot. Wanted a foul from Shaver, didn't get it. Second chance goes for 3. Jace Audige with 7. And the lead goes to double digits.
You don't want to get down big to a team like Northwestern that's known for playing stifling defense. They only give up 63 points per game.
They're off to a much better offensive pace than we anticipated, I think. And there's another turnover. Northwestern looking for more.
Northwestern is everywhere defensively. Hands are active. I see why they're top 25 nationally in steal rate and block rate, actually.
Barry had it knocked away from him. And it's Max Rice going coast to coast. These will slow it down a little bit. Almost another steal by Najee Smith. Barry on a runner that's a little too strong off the back of the iron. Gernhardt, there's his first strong move to the hoop, and count it.
That's a strong drive right there. Use his big body to shield off the defender.
That's what they expect from him as the leading scorer at over 14 a game. And Rice trying to overplay things. Picks up her first foul with 11 minutes, 3 seconds remaining first half. Wildcats of Northwestern have led throughout. Chris Collins, Wildcats up 6. He was with Dana a moment ago in the huddle.
Coach, you talked to us yesterday about guarding the three-point line, but not recklessly, and trying to get that offense going before they could set your defense. How are you doing so far?
I think pretty well. We let Ogbo get loose for a couple. He's a terrific shooter. They've had some open looks. We've got a little fortunate they've missed, but overall, I like our energy. We've gotten some turnovers. We just have to convert when we get in transition and have numbers.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Big Ten Coach of the Year. Chris Collins in his 10th year. There's his dad, Doug.
Hey, Dougie.
He coached you for a while.
Doug did coach me for a minute. My first 2 years in the NBA, I was coached by Doug Collins.
Doug, a college basketball All-American, an Olympian. 50 years ago, the #1 draft choice in the NBA. You believe that?
You want to know something crazy? My rookie year, I was trying to bond with Doug Collins while watching film. I had no idea he played basketball. So after watching the film, I asked him, I was like, Doug, did you ever play?
Oh, wow.
He's like, Brendan, I was the #1 pick.
You should have Googled him earlier.
I know, man. He's like, I was a four-time All-Star. I was like, is that an NBA or ABA?
He was really good.
Yeah, he threw me out of his office. I'm not lying.
He was a great analyst, too, as a matter of fact.
Excellent.
A little bit of everything.
You gotta throw me out though, Brad. He ended the film session. I'm not lying.
Max Rice. I'd have thrown you out, too.
Hello.
There you go. Oh. Najee Smith.
Najee
Poster job.
throwing it down. Great cut from the weak side.
Barron picks up the foul, and Smith the chance for a three-point play. Check in with Dana.
Hey, guys, don't forget, Coach told us yesterday, Najee is the thermostat. He literally can change the temperature in the room.
Well, he heated it up right there a little bit and didn't get the three-point play, but lit up the crowd here. 4-point game at the midway point of the first half. And we're going to have an offensive foul on this illegal screen. Best Coke ever? Well, take a taste and see for yourself. So that offensive foul turns it back over to Boise State with a chance to cut it down to 2, the 10-minute mark. Rice cut off, has to go back onside. To Shaver. 8 on the shot clock.
They've been all over Rice.
Rice again, going to throw one up there.
That's a tough possession. Big time screen in the backcourt.
Bowie, all the way. You could see it about midcourt that Boo Bowie said, this is my possession. I'm going all the way.
And Nicholson set him a big time screen, and after that, Boo Bowie was on the loose.
Three on the baseline, no good. Easy rebound for Robbie Barron on the backside for the Wildcats. Up 6. Barnheiser trying to back in. Little fade in the paint. Nice looking shot.
Took his time. Understood nobody from Boise State was going to collapse. Got right into the little floater over the right shoulder.
Six on the shot clock. Shaver trying to drive. Going to have to hurry.
Oh, didn't need the reach right there. Shot clock was running down.
Only 3 seconds on the shot clock, and
Shaver really didn't have anywhere to go. Just play solid.
get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com. Whiting comes back in. Degenhardt goes out. Rice on the inbound. He's working hard, but not getting the shot. Good defense, but it'll be a block and foul on Bear, and that's 2 quick ones on him.
Another foul. See how he's moving his feet.
Good job there, but not quite there with the hip, I guess.
Yeah, hip and legs kind of caught Shaver a little bit. But if I'm Chris Collins, I'm okay with that foul.
It's good hustle defensively.
Yeah, that's what this team's all about. They're about the hustle, the grit, and the grind. So if you pick up a couple fouls playing like that, you don't mind it.
That one tips. Stolen away by Northwestern. Ahead, and they give it right back. Not a good pass that time by Edenty. Shaver hesitated. Now scoops it underneath. Najee Smith.
Najee Smith having his own personal dunk contest here. Don't turn it around and flip it and reverse it. Not in the half court.
That thermostat again warming things up for Boise State. Najee Smith with 6. Here's a 3 ball. Too strong. Rebound off to Milner. Rice picks up his dribble and now gets it back. We approach the 7-minute mark. A lot of dribbling, no passing right now by the Broncos.
That's normally not a recipe for success. A lot of dribbling, no passes. That normally doesn't work out well. But Najee Smith in the half court. He put that thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
Northwestern up as many as 10, but you're chipping away at it. How?
Well, we've settled down a little bit. They're extending their pressure on us, switching everything. We got to get stuff going to the basket. And when we have, we put fouls on them. We got to the line, and we got some easy buckets. But they had us playing too much on the perimeter, and we got to correct that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
2-time Mountain West Coach of the Year. His team was 13-5 in league play this season and came in at 24-9 as an at-large and a 10th seed. Northwestern comes in as a 7th seed out of the Big Ten and leading 24-18. There's a good coming out of the timeout play and an easy one for Lucas Milner, his first basket.
That was a nice jam right there. Boise State's had some really impressive dunks in this first half.
Adiz gets it back over. Barry's got a 3. Ty Barry.
Excellent possession. The ball moves side to side. Swing pass. The pass was right there on the money for the 3-ball corner pocket. A thing of perfection and beauty.
Max Rice, 6 to shoot. Whiting has a look at the shot clock. Gonna have to put one up there or get rid of it. Milner just in time off the window.
The bank's open. Did he get the 3-point sign on the way back? Somebody should have told him it's only 2. It's 5 o'clock here. I guess they kept the bank open a little bit open. Kept the bank open a little bit.
At 5.
Yeah, I thought they closed at 5. They kept the bank open a little bit later for them.
Just hope your banks open at all like these days.
Yeah, been a lot of that going on.
And Boo-Booey bumped by Marcus Shaver, who picks up his first foul. Don't miss the Impractical Jokers sideline smack talk. Their special hosted by Casey Jost and former NFL player Eddie Jackson, Sunday, March 19th, after our NCAA coverage. Northwestern has played with the lead throughout this first half. Barry, the extra pass, down to Barnheiser. 3 won't go. Whiting with a rebound. Whiting in no man's land. Got it over for a 3. Rims out for Abo. Bowie behind the back and the floater.
Woo. Don't do him like that. A quick behind the back to the float game.
Ooh, what did you do?
He did a lot.
Shaver in traffic, up and under. Nice move. Marcus Shaver. I think after what Bowie did in the lane, he did the behind the back and was determined to get to the rack and did. Nice answer.
That's how it is sometimes in basketball. When somebody makes a highlight play, you want to come back and put a bucket on the board yourself.
In some traffic, great pass underneath to Verhoeven. Check out Bowie on that last trip down court for Northwestern.
Right here, pulls it out. Quick hezzy, behind the back. Hey, my man, ain't nothing over there. And he goes right to the floater. That was insane.
That was slick.
There.
And Shaver's going to get his first breather of the day. And Barry hits again.
Barry's been getting a lot of quality looks in the half court.
Lead back to 8.
Every time he takes a shot, he's just wide open.
A double team. Degenhardt down low. He's got to get rid of it. And now that one blocks. Loose ball, and with 6 on the shot clock, Abo has got 10. It's a very important shot there. It looked like it was going to be a turnover instead. Basket on the baseline for Abo. Barry on a backdoor cut, and Adiz threw it away. Northwestern has led the entire way by as many as 10 when it was 20-10. And at that point, they're on a pace for about an 82-point game, and that's really not Northwestern. They're around 68 a game. And a 6-point Northwestern lead right now with 3:35 to go first half. Boo-Booey, leading scorer for Northwestern. And Chibuzo Abo, the leading scorer right now for the Broncos.
Yeah, the Northwestern's right where they want to be from a defensive standpoint. Boise State, like you said, with only 26 points with 3:25 left to play. They hold their opponents to under 63 points per game, so they're going to probably be better than that.
7 on the shot clock. Shaver with a bounce pass down, a double team on Gerhardt. Rice got it back and just had to hoist it. And got it. That might get him going. Max Rice, his 72nd three-pointer of the year, brings the Boise State crowd to life. And we're back to a 3-point game.
And the 42% three-point shooter finally gets one to drop.
Bowie going to work. Can't get it to go, though. Got his own miss. And he's going to the free throw line. Here's Max Rice. See, there 1 second left when he let it fly.
And it's tough It's tough for any player to get hurt, but especially when you're a senior.
No doubt. Bowie hits the first. Coming up on AT&T at the half. Scores and highlights and the latest NCAA tournament news. All coming up on AT&T at the half. Bowie, the senior, 87% free throw shooter, shows why. He's got 9 points to lead the way for the Wildcats. And turnover.
Look at the ball pressure. Northwestern extending that defense like usual in the passing lanes.
That's a 7th Boise State turnover. Northwestern only with 4 so far. We're down close to 2 minutes. Bowie again off the window.
They've run that play several times, and every time Bowie comes off, he just drives hard to that right hand, and nobody from Boise State has been able to slide over and stop it.
11 for Boo. As go the guards for Northwestern. That's how they go. And so far, Bowie doing his job.
Look where the offense is right now for Boise State. They're running their offense 3 to 4 steps behind the three-point line. This pressure is taking them out of everything they want to do.
Yeah, 30 feet away is not going to win you a lot of games. 2 to shoot. Smith got it. Boy, they needed that. Najee Smith. Not a big three-point shooter, but that was huge. 90 seconds to the half. 4-point game. Alvin. Barnheiser working the baseline. Or trying to. And drew the foul.
Smith didn't have to reach right there. On the flip side, Smith pulling up from 3. Not really his forte, but Boise State will take it.
His foul on the other end is going to send Brooks Barnheiser to the free throw line. And he's got 5. Watch live men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Scan the QR code now to download. Got them both for Brooks Barnheiser. He's got 6 here in the first half. The 6th man for Northwestern has 6, and the lead is 6. A minute to go. Whiting. 3 ball off the mark. Nice strong rebound by Adige. Chase will bring it slowly into the front court. 45 seconds in the half, about 17 on the shot clock.
It's that same play. Bowie coming off that screen again.
And he's going to fire over Rice. And the rebound, strong rebound by Abo. Now he's got to get rid of it, though. Whiting's trapped on the baseline. Rice open. He hit the last one from there. Not this time. Kept alive. Second chance. That 3 ball off the mark as well. Didn't have to hurry that one as much as they did.
I'm not sure if Smith knew he had more time than that.
And use it or lose it timeout for Northwestern. Chris Collins. Team in front by 6. And now it is time for trivia. 0-8 all-time at the NCAA tournament. Ties for the most losses without a win all-time. Eastern Kentucky in the same boat. 9th NCAA appearance for the Broncos. As their coach told us yesterday, Leon Rice, our talent is good, but our team is great. He loves the way they compete together. They've been together for the most part, a lot of them since they were kids, and that always comes in handy at NCAA tournament time. And last shot misses for Northwestern. Good first half. Northwestern led the entire way. 6 from the free throw line. Shooting 47%. Boise State 52%. They got to get more shots up as we welcome you back to Sacramento. Speaking of Dove, I'm glad they got some Dove in our green room instead of that liquid stuff wasn't cutting it for me. And if I think about Northwestern, I think clean, and efficient. That's what they've been in the first half.
Yeah, Northwestern's been clean and efficient, and I think of stifling. That's what they've been from a defensive standpoint in the passing lane and making life very hard on Boise State trying to get threes.
I have to go before we do. Dana.
Guys, I talked to Coach Leon Rice as we were walking out here on court, and he said his team has weathered a lot of storms this season. I asked him what he wanted to see in the second half from them, and he said one thing, Marcus Shaver. I said, well, is he coming out? He does have an ankle injury, and he said they're working on him and back. We'll see. We watched him jog out here onto the court very gingerly. He actually was limping a little bit, so we'll see if he's in here in this game or comes in the second half. They said he was questionable to play.
All right, Dana, that was a hard fall on that right ankle, and we hope he can come back, and right now he's standing up to try to stay loose.
Standing behind that bench, he's trying to give it a go. Those ankle injuries can be tricky.
Foul was on Ty Berry in the opening seconds here of the second half. Rice on the inbound play missed off the window, and the officials check with each other. It'll stay on this end.
Ooh. Oh, that might have went off of Smith right there.
We'll never know. We're back to action. Here's a guy that's got to get in the offense, and Ernie and the guys in Kansas talked about it at halftime. Only 2 shots for Degenhart. That shot will work. That's the second 3 for Max Rice.
He's getting the crowd into it. The Boise State faithful.
Deej with a pass down low, and Northwestern turns it over. So good start.
And here comes Shaver. Little Willis Reed-like action.
I don't know. He doesn't look as smooth as he did at the beginning of the game. He kind of taps that right foot to set that brace and
he's limping.
The tape in place, I should say.
But sometimes you don't have to be the same version of yourself, as he is really laboring out there. But you just give your team that lift, that extra oomph and energy, just because they see you out there.
Max Rice kind of feeling it right now. He leads it underneath for Degenhart.
Excellent pass by Rice. Known for his shooting, but he dropped an absolute dime right there.
So just like that, the Broncos within 1. Bowie, the lob underneath, and it's a perfect lob, and just a touch off the window for Matthew Nicholson.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Northwestern, there's no way I'm letting Shaver dribble up the court without pressure. I have to test that ankle, see if he's ready to play. Turn him 2 or 3 times in the backcourt.
Absolutely, good point. Najee Smith had some highlights in the first half, ran out of real estate on that drive, but knocked out of bounds by Bowie. It'll still be Bronco basketball. The winner of this one goes on to meet whoever wins our nightcap between UNC Asheville and the Bruins of UCLA. Another number 2 seed we have here in Sacramento. One has already fallen. Arizona, if you missed it, lost to Princeton earlier tonight. Or earlier this afternoon, I beg your pardon. Wow, Rice got that off just in time for about 30-something and hit the front of the iron. Bowie, Shaver on his hip. And now Shaver with a rebound at the outlet. Rice going to pull up, set, 3, got it.
You can see his eyes get big. He was running to that 3-point line as soon as he got to that fast break.
He had plenty of time to just find the spot he wanted and drilled it, and we're tied for the first time tonight.
And Northwestern has run this same play every single time they've needed a bucket.
They're going to try to answer with a 3. They'll get another chance. There goes another triple. This one goes. Deej, he's got 10.
Big time response by Deej right there. Boise State had seemed to grab control of the tempo of this game.
I'm thinking Max Rice wants another touch. Here it comes. He's going to the free throw line. Download the March Madness Live app on your LG OLED TV today. It's not just OLED, it's LG OLED. 43-40. Northwestern in front. You're tied a moment ago at 40, and now Max Rice steps up the line. He has 11th first trip to the stripe for the senior, and the coach's son sort of talks that one in. Let's check in with Dana.
You mentioned he's the coach's son. Well, coach calls him 12 because they talk about the relationship, father-son, and not wanting it to play out on the team. Coach told us one of his proudest moments was when Marcus Shaver said to Max, "You've earned this on this team more than any other guy." And that's exactly what Max wants. He doesn't want any special treatment, but right now he's probably the favorite of everyone.
No doubt.
And that's huge for a coach's son to hear, because a lot of times when you're the coach's son, people think everything's given to you.
Exactly.
If you get minutes, if you get a certain amount of shots, it's because you're the coach's son. When your teammates recognize it, it's not because you're the coach's son, it's because you're a hooper and you work hard. That means the world to a player.
Pass almost thrown out of bounds, and now Bowie is fouled by Shaver.
Yeah, you can see Bowie drove right by Shaver. The ankle just isn't the same right now, but give this kid credit for gutting it out for his ball club. He's a senior, understands the importance of this game. Gonna give it his all.
Bowie on the inbound, guarded by Shaver, got around him again, found an open Barry. Got it.
I promise you, Barry is always open on the weak side. Whether it's Bowie driving or anybody else, they always seem a way to find Barry for that three ball on the weak side of the offense.
3 threes for Ty Barry. Six on the shot clock.
Smith's got to go.
Got to hurry. Got it away, in and out. Bravo. Barnheiser on the drive.
Ooh.
Got his man to stop.
Oh, everything but the finish. The drive was great.
And it's out of bounds to the Broncos. Ty Barry. 3 triples on the night, including that one from the baseline. Second half. Max Rice with 8 points in this half, 13 for the game. Has the Broncos within 4 here. Northwestern had a 6-point lead at halftime. Jace Whiting running the point now for Boise State, with Shaver resting that ankle. He's not resting it, actually. He's walking around behind the bench to try to keep it warm. 6 on the shot clock. Rice, deep ball. Rebound off to Bowie. Bowie, the all Big Ten point guard. He's had an all Big Ten kind of night tonight.
Yeah, Bowie's been in control all game long, but you see
Ty Barry hasn't been bad either.
Yeah, he's been really good. As you see him get to his nice little mid-range pull-up.
They each have 11, and as those two go, so go the Wildcats of Northwestern. Back up to a 6-point lead. And Whiting got bumped by Barry on the other end.
Right here, Barry just understands threatening to the basket a little bit, sees Rice retreating, just pulls up, real easy mid-range jumper.
Northwestern, unlike a lot of teams like Missouri tonight, we had about 8 guys that have transferred into Missouri. That hasn't been that way for Chris Collins. He's got Claude Adige, who came from William & Mary, but that was about 3 years ago. And he lost Pete Nance to North Carolina, Ryan Young to Duke. So this is kind of a homegrown Northwestern team.
With the way things went for my Tar Heels this year, Nance should have stayed.
I'm sorry about that, brother. I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh, man, it's been a tough year. Don't worry. Grant Hill has made it very easy for me in our group chat all year long.
Oh, I bet. And there's a walk on Adige. Not a lot of turnovers for Northwestern this afternoon, as we almost approach evening. 5 minutes to 6 Sacramento time, wherever you might be watching. We started Our first tip this morning, basically at 10:30 in the morning.
That's your first time being a part of a game that early?
I think so. I know so. Degenhardt off the window, a little too strong.
I had a couple of noon games.
Yeah, me too.
High noon.
But 10:30 is a little early for me. Although a lot of fun, so that took away the problems. Rice on the breakaway. So Max Rice, who only had 5 points at halftime, is almost single-handedly keeping his team in this game. He has all but 2 of their points here in the second half.
Boise State just continues to stay right there.
Fade away in the paint. Won't drop for Barnheiser. Matt Shaver back in the lineup. Max Rice trying to work against Barry. Backing in, goes baseline. What a move. Max Rice, pretty. Chris Collins says, I've seen enough of that. 12:38 to go in regulation. The Broncos have cut it to 2. 14 points in the second half, 17 for the game, and he had the assist to Degenhardt on the only other basket they made. So number 12 is keeping the Broncos not only in it, but only down 2.
Doing it all. Carrying the whole Boise State team on his shoulders. That says a lot for a man playing with a herniated disc in his back.
Let's see if Northwestern can get it back to how they were playing a little bit earlier. You would think that would be Boo Buie to do it for him if somebody's going to. Off the window and in.
Boise State has had problems with that dribble handoff going to Boo Buie's right all game long.
13 for Boo.
I like the way Collins has called the game. Hey, listen, they can't stop it. Continue to run.
Yep. Shaver picked up his dribble, drops it off to Rice. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for a pick from Milner. Max Rice, the kick out. Whiting will take the jumper. And it's short. And it's an air ball, and shot clock expires. 11:47 remaining. Northwestern by 4. Game 4-point Northwestern lead. Max Rice, Boo Buie have led the way in the backcourts. And this guy's got all but 2 points of the Broncos' second half output. And he had the assist on the other basket.
Where will Boise State be without Max Rice this half? You see
Back
right
in
there.
Boise.
Exactly. You see the spin move right there. Barry gambled. You reach, I teach. Max Rice with the bucket.
Buie on a runner. Got it. And one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing what common sense coaching looks like. I've talked about the dribble handoff. They have run this dribble handoff out of almost every single timeout for Boo Buie going to his right hand. Boise State hasn't adjusted yet. So you know what Chris Collins has done? Continue to keep doing
it.
Do it till they stop it.
Boo's got 15. He's perfect from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 5 assists. That's the way he's played all year in the Big Ten. And he couldn't cap off the three-point play.
And the beauty of the dribble handoff is it's really hard to trap off a dribble handoff because your guys can't get out there and jump out on that screen early. So it gives Boo Buie a chance to get downhill.
Matching their biggest lead, the Wildcats here up 6, but it's only a 2-possession game with 11 and change to go. Rice, I think, had Degenhardt momentarily on a pick and roll. Instead took the shot. Degenhardt, though, cleans up on the offensive glass and one.
See Degenhardt just carving out space on the weak side. It's a man's rebound right there. Hand-to-hand combat, getting it done.
Almost looked like Max Rice said, if I get this thing up off the window, maybe number 2 will help me out, and he did.
Exactly, that's what it looked like.
Tyson Degenhardt out of Spokane, first team All-Mountain West. 6'7" sophomore, their leading scorer. Only 6 tonight. so far. And he's going to get the long miss, and he'll go right back up with it. One tie at 40. No lead changes because Boise has not led.
And Boise State's trying to make an adjustment right here. They're going to a zone. Looks like a little bit, maybe a 1-3-1.
Cross-court pass, the extra to Bowie for 3. Shaver with the rebound. And on the dribble, sort of limps it up with that right ankle. He's not been the same guy offensively since he got hurt.
Shaver hasn't been the same guy, but I give him credit just for being out here.
He's going to take a shot anyway. Kept alive. Najee Smith.
When he came back out here, I called him Willis Reed. And the one thing about the Willis Reed story, it's not like Willis Reed scored a lot of points that game when he came back. It was just the fact that he was out there and the energy that he brought that New York Knicks squad.
Let Clyde and DeBusschere and those guys do it.
Yeah.
It was on Nicholson. That's 3 on him. Hart, they switch off on him.
Oh, he got a mouse in the house.
8 to shoot. They go after Abu.
Boo had Bowie on. He wanted it, but it was a nice double team right there.
Shaver just in time.
Bad ankle and all.
The shot clock had virtually expired as he let that one go, and he's cut it down to a 2-point game. Bowie, open 3, got it. Every time the Broncos make a push, 0 comes back, and they're raining 3s over there with those slickers on. They haven't hit that many to wear slickers, but it'll keep you warm in the arena.
It's true, but Bowie just seems so calm and unbothered. 2-point game, shoots the 3. No big-time reaction afterwards. He expects to hit those shots.
Shaver gave up an open 3, tried the deuce instead. Rice gets it back. He lets fly.
They're letting him play inside for these rebounds.
Broncos going to get 3 chances. Rice on a floater. That one's short too. And snatching down the rebound is big Matthew Nicholson.
This last 8 to 9 minutes is going to be very fun. The officials are letting them play. This isn't going to be anything ticky-tack being called out here.
Pull up 3. Shaver keeps it alive. Oh, crossover. Shows a little extra. Still no good, and he gets up slow again on the baseline. Bowie, 2-on-2, the lob, and the offensive foul. Pleading his case with the official to no avail. Here's another look.
That's a great call.
And a 2-car pileup underneath the lane, underneath the basket. And a 5-point Northwestern lead. 8:26 to go.
That break right there, with possessions meaning so much in this nip and tuck type of ball game, Bowie might have should have just pulled that one out, set the offense, and got a little bit better possession.
Chris Collins takes Bowie out to give him a breather before the next media timeout that's coming our way shortly.
Guarantee you he'll be back in the game after that media timeout.
Absolutely. Just give him a little bit of a blow. Played most of the game. Najee Smith with a crossover in the paint. Turns. Can't quite get it. Tips it out, though. Broncos get another chance. And that one's in and out as well. And now Chase Ardee says, let's just calm this thing down a second. And he'll bring it into the front court. Ardee behind a Nicholson screen.
Man, it is amazing. That is the same play. They just ran it with Ardee. The play's called 5 down, and every time Northwestern needs a bucket, that's what they run. And they get a great look every time in this game.
Degenhart in the paint, left hand off the window. The follow is good. Bowie. His first basket of the half. They needed that from him. He had 10 at halftime. quiet in the second half for the first 12 minutes. Make it 13, 7 to go. Adish. Yes. That's 3 threes for Chase Adish.
That's big time confidence. Missed the last shot, didn't even hesitate this time. He knew he wanted it again.
And a foul on Ty Berry.
I had to bring some cookies over here for you. You act like you were too good for the cookies.
It's still wrapped.
You act like you were too good for the cookies. I pull a favor out of my hat, and you shun me.
I'll eat it later after the nightcap. Shaver at the free throw line. Check in with Dana.
Brendan, you didn't offer me cookies.
Dana, I didn't know you wanted any. Plus, you weren't right here.
We're teammates.
Well, Brad didn't eat his, so I'll make sure he gives it to you. He didn't breathe on it, I promise.
No, it's still wrapped up in a napkin. Shaver knocks both free throws down. Here we go. 6.5 to play. Winner moves on to round 2 here in the West region. Adish drives the baseline, trying to put it in the paint. Got fouled before he got it to the big fella, Nicholson, underneath. Degenhardt picks up his second. Adish off the inbound, and that time he did get fouled in the act. Free throws coming up for Chase.
Gets down here right here. Great read. He sees Shavers looking to deny the pass, so he immediately cuts back door, and that ends up getting fouled on the play. That's how you read coverage.
Chase Adish, his parents from Jamaica. Played at William and Mary, as I mentioned before, transferring to Northwestern. Nicholson goes out, and Verhoeven comes back in for the Wildcats. 14 for Adish. 15. And a 6-point lead with just over 6 to play. See if they get Max Rice back in the act. Degenhardt gets it out to him, steps back, lets fly. And the follow goes by Degenhardt and one. Way to hang with it, and I do mean hang. Aaron with a foul, his third. That hit every conceivable spot of the rim before dropping in for the sophomore out of Spokane. Missed his only other free throw of this half. That one as well. And it's cleared off by Verhoeven. There's the foul situation for the Wildcats. 3 guys with 3 with 5:33 to go. Bowie up off the window.
You already know what I'm going to say. It's the same play. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
TNT and TBS are your home for the intense action-packed Stanley Cup playoffs beginning April 18th on TBS. Don't miss a minute of that action. Chris Collins is like the action he's seen from his Wildcats. They have never trailed in this game. We've been tied once. Rice off the inbound, a little too high and strong, but kept alive by Najee Smith.
Shaver wants a screen.
Shaver on a cutter, and Rice threw it away. Looked like they had a spot in the lane. The ball never got there. A costly turnover, and Boise hasn't had many in this half. That's their first this half. And a foul on Degenhart, I think. Yes, it is. That's 3 on him. And Boise State wants a timeout. But the Broncos of Boise State have never gone away and still very much in the thick of it. 2-possession ball game.
Well, look what happened here. Boise State made the adjustment. They came off the pin down, and they jumped Boo Buie this time, and he didn't get a layup going to his right hand.
But they didn't stop number 3. Ty Berry on the drive that time. Northwestern fans making some noise now. The 4-minute mark. Thinking maybe in their second NCAA appearance that they're going to advance. Still a long way to go. 3 ball, no good. Backside rebound is strong by Najee Smith.
A great rebound right there by Smith. Boo Buie got caught on the weak side. There was nothing he could do. Keep him off the glass. That's an offensive foul.
Well, he did a good thing, then he did a bad thing. Najee, that is. A good rebound, a bad offensive foul. Ty Berry, part of that sensational backcourt for Northwestern, off the window.
To make a pass.
Let's check in with Dana.
Guys, Coach Leon Rice told his guys something very simple. He said, we have been here before. This is our time. Let's go.
They need a stop or 2.
I like that message by Coach right there. When you have a team that's battle tested, let them know, hey man, I know we're down, but we've been in these situations before. Don't get rattled. We're right where we need to be.
There's a double team on Buie. Inside, tip goes. The miss by Barnhizer, and he cleaned up his own miss, and it's a 10-point game.
That was a really nice controlled tip right there.
Wildcats matched their biggest lead with 3 minutes to go. Max Rice, they know how hot he's been this half. Here's Jace Whiting on a runner. Kept alive underneath, still no good by Najee Smith. Out of bounds, Boise State ball. There's that last offensive tip off his own miss by Brooks Barnhizer. 8 points for him, an all-important one there. The scoring drought has lasted over 3 minutes for the Broncos.
A 10-point game, 2:40 left, and against a team like Northwestern, that's like being down 15, 16, because they're going to make you work so hard. You're not going to get those quick, easy looks like you would against lesser defensive ball clubs.
Verhoeven picks up the foul, and that will send Marcus Shaver to the free throw line. 1-and-1 for Marcus. Seven points for Marcus Frazier. Came over as a transfer from Portland, a senior out of Phoenix, playing through a bad ankle. You missed it earlier in the first half. He's played tough, and he's played well, and he got that second free throw to go. And backcourt pressure from the Broncos. Berry gets it ahead to Buie. That's whose hands you want it in, except maybe not that shot.
18 seconds left, no need to rush.
They've been pretty controlled.
I think Collins is calling on 1-4 flat here. They want to go at They want to go at Rice.
That would be Audige, who is working it. Fadeaway 3. Rebound off to Abo. He's been quiet. He was most of their offense in the first half. And Northwestern's defense has kept him in check. Shaver on a scoop shot. Nope. Now we're under 2 to go. And Bowie says, get out of my way.
Bowie said he wants it this time. Going to steady the ship right here. Here comes a quick trap.
And Adige is pushed by Degenhardt. That's 4 fouls on Degenhardt. Time running out on Boise State unless they can find some offense. Just not enough in the last, really, 5 minutes. Chase rips that one, his 16th point. He's one of those rarities. He had to sit out the 1920 season because of the transfer from William and Mary. That's before the portal made everybody eligible all the time or whatever. There's a rare guy in college sports right now that has to sit out a year. 90 seconds left. Turnaround won't go. Northwestern the rebound and Barry, and he's fouled by Shaver. And now the Northwestern players are feeling it.
So
their fans behind the bench are feeling it.
Yeah. I know Coach Collins is somewhere, Doug Collins that is, somewhere in this building loving it.
He's right behind his son, about 3 rows up. There he is.
Coach Collins takes these games so serious. Like, you could just see the love he has for his son.
Ty Berry, 13-point night so far. And rimmed out a free throw. Left the door open a little bit for the Broncos. Still they're down 10. Gotta hurry. Time is of the essence. Shaver on the drive with the left hand. Got it. And a quick timeout taken by Leon Rice. The Wildcats have the ball and the lead.
Right here, if you're Boise State, want to apply some full-court pressure, and you want to trap the first pass. Trap that first pass, see if you can get a turnover, maybe get your hand on a loose ball, lead to a layup or a 3. But then after that first pass, you got to get out of there and play the free throw game. You got to start fouling. But give yourself a chance to get lucky. On that first pass, trap the ball.
That's a quick foul. They didn't even wait for the trap. The foul is on Abo. And so we'll walk it down the other end for free throws. 1-on-1. Coming up for Chase Adige. And he hasn't missed tonight from the stripe. 4 for 4 on a 17-point night. Got the first. Boy, between Bowie, Berry, Adige, what a backcourt performance tonight.
This 3-guard lineup has been absolutely sensational. And every guy has had their moment in the game where they've taken over.
Right. Double-figure lead, just over a minute to play. Shaver.
Look at Adige right there. I think he got his hand on that and blocked it.
We got guys all over the place again, including Shaver, who's down for the second time on a bad wheel to start with. His teammate, Najee Smith, on the deck as well. And that can't feel too good when you plant with that right foot and then have your stuff blocked on you and end up on the deck again.
It's a big-time block by Adige. I see why he was co-Big Ten player, defensive player of the year.
10 points. 1 minute to go.
Listen, I know it sounds unlikely, but a minute on the clock, anything can happen. If you knock down your free throws and get a steal, but you got to give yourself a chance on that first pass.
And hit the free throws to start with, which Najee did. Degenhardt takes a seat. 1 minute left in regulation. Northwestern by 8. They've led the entire way.
Here's the trap.
Trying to trap Bowie.
But Bowie's too smooth for him. Too smooth.
And then they have to push him in the front court as Jace Whiting picks up the foul.
That's why you need a big-time guard like Bowie in these type of moments. Guy you can get the ball to. You know he won't panic even though there's a trap. Steady the ship, won't turn it over.
When you have a really good backcourt in the NCAA tournament, you got a good thing going for you.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really good backcourt. 10th team foul, so 2 free throws for Boo.
Like, college basketball is more about the guard play than it actually is the bigs. I love my big fellas, but if you get 2 or 3 special guards that can make things happen, that's how you can go on those magical runs. We saw today with Arizona being upset by Princeton.
Right.
Their big men played phenomenal. But the guard play wasn't there, and they're at home right now, even though Princeton didn't really play that well. Had more turnovers than assists.
Boo Bowie with 22. Max Rice misses the scoop shot. Rebound off to Northwestern. And that's maybe going to finish it off for Barnheiser on the layup.
That should do it. Saw Doug Collins there with a smile. That's big time because he don't smile much, partner.
He smiles more of a fan of his son's team than he did as a coach, right?
I definitely.
Shaver leaves it, and a jam for Najee Smith. And a chance to make it a 3-point play.
That's his 3rd highlight dunk of the game. He's been attacking the rim all game long. I didn't think he was going to be able to finish through the contact. Look at Coach Collins. No! What are you doing?
Trying to get it back to single digits is Najee Smith on a 13-point night. He threw it up there and missed on purpose to get his own miss. And got fouled again. Verhoeven picks up the foul, and Najee is going right back to the free throw line.
Is that a violation when you throw it in, you're the first man across the line? For the free throw? I'm not sure. I have to call Gene Stewart to during the break. Figure it out.
He drills that one. Looks up at the shot clock and the game clock. 25 seconds, 25 and a half to go. That one short. Rebound off to Berry. And they're going to foul Adij in the backcourt. Sent another great free throw shooter to the line, but they really didn't have any other chance. So Chase can become the 2nd Wildcat with a 20-point-plus night if he hits these free throws.
What a year this has been for Northwestern.
Everybody said, oh, they're going to finish in the bottom. Let's give them the 13th spot out of 14. It's been a far cry. They finished 2nd in the Big Ten.
Can you imagine that? You're picked to finish 12th or 13th, and you finish 2nd.
That's why
you beat and have a great win against Purdue, 2 great wins against Indiana.
That's why he's coach of the year in the Big Ten.
Oh yeah. But I tell you what, when your team gets picked last like that, or close to last, you don't have to energize your team because you can use that as a rallying cry all year long. Nobody believes in us.
Shaver goes all the way to lay it in with 15 seconds. And now Ajee dribbling through traffic. Broncos will back off. Ajee will dribble it around for the Wildcats. Only their 2nd appearance in an NCAA tournament, both under Chris Collins. And this time they move on to round 2. So we've got 2 groups of Tigers advancing to Saturday from Sacramento. Now we've got some Wildcats that are going as well. And the season ends for Boise State, but it was an impressive one. They finished their year at 24-10.